What's going on, everybody? I think I'm live. I'm waiting for Tony to hop in. I know he said something about being late on Facebook's not as good. Hey, there's Tony.
Hey, man.
What's going on, buddy?
Sorry about that. I was having
No worries.
issues with my mics and stuff.
Oh, no worries. I just didn't want to. I know you were talking about how Facebook doesn't like late starts or whatever. So I was like, I'm just going to jump on. So.
Good idea. I'm all for it.
Right on. I'm trying to figure out. So I got some new cans here for my birthday. Got a replacement set for my wife. Well, these were actually my wife's, and I broke them. And so I know. So now I got another set for myself. But for the weird thing is I'm not hearing it. Like I can hear you, but I'm not hearing myself in my ears. I don't know why. Sometimes it's like hit and miss. I've noticed, but still sounds good.
I don't think you normally do hear yourself, though, do you? I don't normally.
I used to
headphones.
Yeah, I used to. I used to be able to hear myself, and I don't know why I'm not anymore. So we got a lot of people popping in. They're saying we're backwards. Let's see if I can switch us around. Boom. How's that?
Oh, and we're not very tall either.
Oh yeah. Here. What's
I don't have my computer in front of me at the moment. There.
I got it. I'll fly. So let's see who we got in the house here. We got JM's RC, Super One-Handed, the Mini line. He goes evacuate. We'll get to that soon.
Right.
KLN Cars. Max Paul.
I think I know what you're referencing. I think so.
Saturn 5, CSLRC, Jeff Brown, Owen Rogers, Don Rooster. Some new names. Welcome. There's some new names in here. Brian P.
Very cool.
XJ, Trent's Workshop, Mr. J, RCs, Mir Deef. I don't know how to say your name. Sorry, bud. But
good try.
Yeah, well, you know, I was an art major. So everyone's saying what's up. Hope you all had a good Christmas. Hope you all are warm and not like under 8 feet of snow. Looks like there's some people out.
Even, right?
I know, right? Looks like there's some people all over the place. So yeah, man. How's your last? How do you fare through this snowstorm that you guys had on the East Coast? Well, I know you're not East Coast, but
right. We didn't get nearly as bad as New York did. In fact, we were totally expecting to lose power. We have a generator sitting out, built a little shelter for it, tarp and wood frame and all that. But in the end, I mean, we got maybe 18 to 20 inches of snow here. Wow. They said 24. I know I plowed at least 20 inches because I'd measure it before I'd go plow.
Yeah.
But it also, the thing is, you get a certain amount of snowfall and it's just days on end.
Yeah.
But it snows like an insulator, so the bottom kind of melts.
Yeah.
As you know, so you get new stuff. So I mean, the kids went out one point and they were over their knees in spots.
Oh, wow.
It was deep. So yeah, we didn't venture out much. I went and delivered or took mail up to the post office, and I think the guy thought I was crazy.
Yeah.
On Christmas Eve, it was pretty nuts out there. Total whiteout, like blizzard. There was one spot where I questioned. I was like not even a mile from the post office. I went into the turnaround and started turning back because I couldn't see anything.
Yeah.
And I went to a gas station, you know, and I think I had a little ice frozen on my windshield wiper, so it was kind of like when it was wiping, it was just smearing.
Oh, yeah.
And so I banged that off, and I'm like, it feels like it slowed down. If I came this far and I didn't deliver the packages, it's going to show shipped on the 24th, and you know, I don't know. So I went out and got it into the post office. Only one there. But there was a surprising amount of people at the grocery store.
Yeah.
In like little cars and all that. I got my big 4-wheel drive truck and it was still brutal. But yeah, made it back. And I was like, that's all I'm going out for a bit.
Yeah. That's funny. That's crazy. Whoa, Britain RC Racing.
You
Or
guys
Britain.
got some ice, yeah?
Yeah, dude. We got so it's funny. Where I'm at, we're closer to the mountain, to one of the passes. So we're not super close, but we're kind of at the base of it. So we're right in what they call the convergence zone. And that's where like the air comes from the north and the air comes from the south and all hits together and goes right up the mountain pass. And so we typically get more snow than normal. What are you doing there, Tony? There
I
you go.
don't know why it automatically inserted me. It shouldn't have done that. I was just trying to have the comments here where we could tap them.
Oh, gotcha.
I hated doing all this, so I was getting a second screen going.
Gotcha. So we normally get more snow than like Seattle proper, but we had a lot of snow, and then we had like ice storm, and it was easily quarter inches of ice in place, like, and then where it built up, like say you're somewhere where there would be puddles, it was just solid, like as deep as it would go of ice. And yeah, it was, I mean, there was people ice skating in the streets. It was like legit. And we braved it one of the days. I think it was 2 days before Christmas. And we went out there, and man, it was like, I pulled the truck out and I was like, wow, this is way more ice than I thought it was, way more slick. And then we got down the street. There's a skate park down at the end of the street. And we got down there, and we decided to take the Kingsling and the LMT out to play.
Yeah, it looked wicked, man.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot more cool footage of that. It was pretty fun. But we took that out to go and play, and it was fun. And then my daughter slipped and got hurt, and I was like, I felt bad. So she totally face planted right on the ice. And so she got a nice little scratch over her eyebrow and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, so we ended up going home, but luckily she was fine. Just more. I was like, you got to pop and be like, is this good? Is this good? So
not here so much, but right in here.
Yeah. So
hey, Big America's in the house. He wishes he had some snow, he says.
Oh yeah. It's so bizarre here, because like we had all that snow. We probably had maybe a total of, if we didn't get a lot of snow because it was so cold, so we probably got 6 inches of snow, maybe 8 inches in places, tops. And then the ice came and melted it, like compacted it all down. And then all of a sudden, within a day, it was 50 degrees and raining. And so it was like all the water, all the grass is soggy, all that kind of stuff. So, oh yeah, KLN saying sick build.
Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful.
I know. I was telling him that it's making me want to do a tuber for my
it's so
black
nice
market. So,
but when he says he wants to snow, I want to grab him by the cheeks and do the Billy Madison. Don't you ever say that. I want to go to hike school, Billy.
Stay cold, pony boy. Yeah, for sure.
In hike school.
See, I like the snow out here because it doesn't last so long, but it's still like fun to play in for a little bit.
Yeah.
It's just the other people that are crazy. He said it was 75 degrees.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. I was watching the football game, and it was 82 degrees when the Rams played. I was like, wow, it must be nice.
Yeah.
They were kind of gloating about it too. And then they're like, well, we do understand that not all the nations has this kind of weather. Some people are going through some hard times.
Yeah.
Like, nice recovery.
Yeah.
Too late, buddy.
Yeah. I didn't read up on.
No, he had an awesome build.
I didn't read up on the Broncos. I saw that they've canned their coach, and then didn't read up to kind of follow up on that. But this isn't football talk. This is RC talk.
Blame. Yes, let's talk about Christmas stuff. I'm gonna go grab my computer really quick, because this thing I can't turn the audio off of, and I don't want it to.
Okay.
I feel like it's.
I can't hear any
echo.
If there's echo on your
I can hear it, so it's kind of annoying. So I'd rather.
Oh yeah, that was me last week. Like me, I had like a 1 second, 2 second delay of echo in my ears, and I was like, I can. Oh, it's so hard to talk, but yeah, you can go ahead and get that. I'll get it going with. What should we talk about first? Dad gifts, or should I wait for dad gifts? I'll wait for Dad gifts. Let's
Yeah,
talk
read some of the comments. There's some people talking about. Somebody was saying that their kid got the
vortex, or not the
boost, and they're like,
vortex.
oh, they could have done the Granite or the
Yeah.
VLX.
Yep. So that I'm interested on that kind of stuff. Chris is saying no echo. Anyone pick up the monster trucks? Oh, the Jags. You know, I was looking at that and I thought that. So that's I thought that was a Sen Racing monster truck, which
It
would be
used
cool.
to be though. It's the same one.
Yeah. So I thought.
I'll actually talk about that in a second.
Cool. What's the deal with Evacuate? We'll talk about that in a minute. What shocks are you talking? Oh, you're probably talking about big shocks. How long they are? I heard Bears tickets were $8 on Christmas Eve. Whoa,
Really?
that'd be awesome. I'm painting the inner fenders of my VS10 Pro I got for Christmas. Nice. I did not. I got the goose egg for RC Christmas presents this year. I did get the some hiking stuff, which was awesome. We'll talk about that soon. So, yeah, it's just some fun.
Your other hobby? Well, I guess it's part of the hobby.
Yeah, it's all blended. The same thing. Yep, it's all the same thing for us. What's everyone working on? Just finished a Captain America Stars and Stripes Claude for my son. Oh, I got to see pictures of that.
That's wicked. Yeah.
Now I'm working on my Excalibur.
You got to send it to my Facebook. We'll try to show it.
Yeah.
If you got pictures.
I am all about the Captain America's thing. My son got the Halo Night Runner.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Oh, he loved it. We haven't been able to go out and play with it yet, but Saturday the weather looks good, so we're going to be able to go out and make a run. So I'm excited for that. So speaking of hikes, I got to do a hike last week, and the weather was perfect. It was like so sunny and clear and snowy. It was the best ever. Okay, so Brenton Racing says, yeah, we underestimated him. So he was talking about us.
Almost blew you guys
up. They got him the Granite Boost. He's handling it like a Granite Boost on 2S, nice. Like a Pro. Yeah.
Let's talk the Sen really quick.
Okay.
I'm making everybody's asking about it, and Freestyle RC went out of business. He just closed it down. He didn't go out of business. He chose to shut it down.
Sure.
Do some other stuff. But he was the one making the on-axle servo mounts.
Mm-hmm.
And he hasn't had it for a long time because somehow he accidentally erased the file on his machine. And all of it has to be hand-keyed in. And he was like, But I'm developing one right now, actually. There's a revision of it on my printer right now that's actually going. So I've been working on the design to make one that people can, it'll be 3D printed, but I mean, it feels pretty sturdy. So for what it's going to do, it should fit the bill. It'll be a lot better than running it where it is.
Sure.
It'll be a lot stiffer than that. And I mean, it feels rigid. So Harley's asking, leave me alone, man. That's a resolution of mine. That's why I'm doing version 3 on the printer right now.
I was actually I watched Harley's scale rail video, and I was gonna be like, see, you're gonna want the bushings for that one in the snow. Telling you, bushings are gonna be awesome for that.
Yeah. That should have been a bushing beast.
I know, right?
So
just kidding on that.
Did I design in Tinkercad? I did.
That looks awesome, though.
And I changed the ears on this as well.
So
are
those going to be screw? Is the idea that the screw is going to bite into that, or it's going to be nut on the backside?
No, you go through this.
And this is for that.
Okay. It actually screws right into the axle from the backside.
Nice.
And it bites into the axle.
Well, I'm talking about for the servo. Does a servo bite into that? Yeah. Where does the servo screws? Are they nutted, or do they thread into the?
Oh, well, I should probably make them so they thread into it, but we'll talk about that at a later date. I may have to resize my holes because I sized them all to the bigger ones, which I don't think these ones will bite. The bottom ones will, because you have to use some pretty big bolts to get into the axle. So,
Caleb Barbour, man, That's what I call not dipping your toe. You went off the deep end on that one. So just got into RC this week, but I used
Holy
Mojave,
cow.
new Arma Voltage, SEX 24, the C10 version, and 2 of the team associated 128 cards. Oddly, the 128s are more fun than the others. Now I'm hooked. Yeah, those 128s, I almost bought a couple of them just because I was like, you know what? Those would be fun to have a family gathering and just be like, hey, you want to race around the hallway or the living room? Let's go. And I was, but ended up not pulling the trigger on that, but that's the way to go, man. That Mojave, that's a big boy toy right off
That's
the
a
bat.
big step up. Yeah.
Yeah. You pretty much almost got all the different levels going up there.
Yeah. The
all you need is a
voltage
scale
after
crawler.
driving the Mojave's got to feel pretty slow.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
24 C10. That's a good one.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
I just put the DSM off-road Traxxas servo mounts on that fit with the Mighty Chihuahua and the Reese 99 and NSDRC as well. All of those little bit bigger servos. This is a direct fit mount for the TRX 4M, and it fits awesome in here. And then that fits awesome into the TRX 4.
Nice.
But, yeah,
that's cool. Right on.
I'll now be selling pull-off or take-off. Well, I was just say take-offs, not pull-off. We're going to be selling take-offs of some of the Traxxas servos as we get those in. We'll be switching them out for the Mighty Chihuahuas here because Lord knows I got a bunch of them.
Crazy Elf is saying he's got about 175 to burn on our RC right now. Any recommendations? I would say the most bang for your buck at that price point, hands down, TRX 4M.
Yep.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's kind of like if you're not into crawling, it's a good segue. Like it's a good baby step into crawling. If you can go kind of, I don't want to say fastish, but it can be a little snappy. Like you can play around with it and make it a little snappy. Yeah. But you're not going to get much else hobby grade that's really fun for 175, I would say.
Close
like that's quick
with the Losi, the 18 scale buggy, the Mini B.
Oh, the JRS2.
Yeah, if you want something like that.
Yeah.
But you can't really go in grass or anything like that with them. They're too low slung. You got to have a pretty smooth dirt or sand or parking lot to run in. But they can be pretty wicked fun.
I'm trying to think. I don't remember if the Reflex was in that price range because that would be a good one. But I don't know if
I think it's just above that. I think it's like 215, 210.
Let's see here.
But yeah, I've got them up on my wall right here. I keep looking at them.
Yeah,
those things are awesome for right out of the box. I mean, you just get those.
They're ready to go.
I would spend the extra $5 and get the crawler gears for them. Depending what you're going to do with them. If you want to go slow and make it look scale, get the low speed gears. Otherwise, the stock ones are pretty good if you're going to actually walk a trail with it. It's not a great. I don't know. I've never been one for take them on distances or really walk with them at that size.
That's
Some people do, and they want it small, but for me, I keep it pretty close. In the house, and just wanting it to look super cool going over books or pillows or whatever.
Yep.
But yeah. I'd get those the low speed gears for it. And
Brian Fellers has a good point. He said that WL Toys has some decent stuff for that price range.
They do.
I would say they do. However, parts availability. Yeah, the parts availability.
You can get them on Amazon and eBay, but it's not like going to a local hobby shop. Especially like those little 18 scale buggies and those fast ones with the
9259 or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Well, but the problem is that I mean you cannot compare to just being able to walk into literally any hobby shop and buy the parts for the TRX 4M like you can with one of those WL toys. You know what I mean? Like the WL
Yeah.
toys, you can't go in and buy parts anywhere. I mean, literally no hobby shop I've ever been to carries that kind of stuff. So, but the TRX4M, you've
The
got all
small
the
stuff
Traxxas
just
stuff.
isn't fun. Very fun. That's Crawler Space CLL.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about trailing because he's been doing the small mini Z's and all that. So he's not saying the small stuff. Well, those two, I mean, for about $200, you could get a little mini Z Kyosho.
Yeah. So he just followed up.
Have
He
some
said,
fun with them.
"Thanks for the recommendation. I already have 2 bashers, and I've been wanting to get into crawling or some brushless stuff for a while." Yeah. So if you want to get into crawling, that is like a really good dip your toe in.
Yep.
I think if you have bashers already, there's not a whole lot that you would. I mean, I don't know. To me, it's like a basher is a basher, and you could buy replacement parts, but hop up parts are kind of like for that kind of price point. But yeah, Crawler Space says yes for trailing.
He's saying for trailing. Yeah, I was just making sure. I was pretty sure that's what he meant because I know he's got the small stuff and he does some pretty awesome stuff with it. He was the first person I knew that put a brushless system into a TRX4M. It was like
boom,
right out of the box, brushless.
Yep.
And he even had to make it work. Like there weren't all the mounts and all that yet. So he got it in there. But yeah. Let's talk the 124 just doesn't scratch the same itch as 110. It doesn't. It's a different itch.
No.
Yep. It's an itch that I have more of these days in my older age. I don't know.
Well, and it's not only that, it's the weather, man. Like
the weather.
Like for me, like
Cali.
we haven't. Yeah, the weather's been so crappy here. We haven't been able to get outside since 2 days before Christmas, and it's like. And here we can at least run. I can't run mine now because I broke another axle. But
on the TRX4?
No, on my mini crawl or on my SCX24.
Oh, the SCX24, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like,
it's more of a burn than an itch. It's like red fire ants on your ankle.
So you want to bust into this the dad gift stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I will say though, these are pretty awesome. 24
those
scale.
Look pretty rad, dude.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. XJ says he's got cabin fever.
Yes. And I don't. So indoors, I don't get the same. Like the 10 scale doesn't. It's not the same for me as going out trailing or outdoors in the wide open.
Yeah.
But the 124 scales for comping indoors, I love. Like I think it's wicked fun. I could spend hours doing it, hanging out.
Yeah.
I don't know why the 10 scale ones on the indoor courses isn't the same for me. I don't honestly enjoy it a whole lot, but
yeah, I think most of the indoor courses you can't get right up on the 10 scales. Like you have to stand back a little ways and let them drive out. And when you're out in the elements, it's a little bit more fun to kind of like be closer to your truck and get all that hashtag comp stance stuff going on. But so he says he sent you pictures to your
I'm looking
Facebook.
For it. So let's set up. So we got a couple things we're going to talk about tonight.
Yep. So we're going to talk about dad gifts. And what I meant by dad gifts is I meant once you get to a certain age, you don't have to be a dad, but once you get to a certain age, you start getting these gifts that are like, I don't know what to get. I don't know what to get him. I'm going to get him something funny because he's always got a good sense of humor, all that kind of stuff. And then sometimes you just get like the gift that you're like, thank you. You're like, so I wanted to talk about that kind of gift because every now it's like, and it's funny too because some years you get the like, what, I got a new plasma, new flat screen TV, and then some years you're like, I got underwear, as Kalen RC Car says. So so it's like but then some of that stuff, the older you get, the more you're like for me, like I don't want to spend my extra money on going out and buying underwear, going out and buying whatever I need. You know what I mean? It's like I almost rather get that stuff given to me than buy that kind of stuff. So yeah, for sure. Socks, hats, yep. PS5
stuff. That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. So
what'd you get?
What did I get?
Some?
I got some cool stuff, but I did get one that kind of stood out to me. and I wish we had smell-o-vision
Oh no.
because I got this.
What in the world? You got a
But-
potato?
But it's soap, and it smells.
It's soap.
It's supposed to smell like a baked potato. It says scent baked potato, but it smells like it
Oh
came
my
out of the
gosh.
ground, and it's like I was like
Is
it's
that a
potato.
kid gift? Did a kid get you that?
My mom,
Your
but my mom got me some cool stuff, but it was like all this, like, she got me like
Oh my
some
gosh.
hiking stuff, some trekking poles, and like a camera mount, and this is like the filler
Gift
gift
for
kind of
the
a thing.
gift for the guy that has everything.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like,
Goodness.
all right, sweet, yeah. So I was like, all right. How about you? What was your? I hope you don't show it to us.
No. I told you what I got. Your visually is a lot better than the idea. So I got what's basically a squatty potty for Westerners that can't actually squat down to use the bathroom like they do in China. So in other parts of
Yeah.
Asia. But yeah, so I've been there several times for work, and you just like you
Yeah.
die because there's like one or two, like at the airport,
Yeah.
that were like normal Western toilets, and the others were all squatty potties, and so like you'd have to wait because
Yeah.
there's no way. I'm like,
No.
I'm gonna like go on my ankles, or this is not. I'm not practicing when I'm not in like the comfort of my own apartment or
Yeah.
hotel room.
Exactly.
So anyway, it's just like a little stool that you shove up under your legs to put your knees up into your chest, basically.
Yep.
I don't know why. I think they're just trying to get me out of the bathroom sooner, so I don't have time to watch
Have you
Fusion
used
360
a
videos.
squatty
So I
potty
can.
before?
That's why I'm Tinkercatting.
Have you
I've
used
had
one
to.
before?
Oh, I've had to. The real legit ones I've had to.
Yeah.
But I use this other kind too. It's just like a bathroom
It's like a step
stool
stool.
or step, like a step.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be
Yeah.
like for a little kid to sit and have his feet there, but it's for grown
Yeah.
adults to have better
Yeah.
pooping posture.
It's actually saying don't knock the squatty potty. It's gonna change your life. Everyone I talk to, like I have a buddy that's like a total health nut.
It's
and he's
all
like,
about the right.
he's like
Yeah.
I cannot go anywhere now that I've had the squatty potty. I was like,
Well, if we're gonna
Yep.
get into it,
oh,
COVID
So,
changed things too,
yeah,
because
yeah.
we got those bidets after there was no
Right.
toilet paper and all that. You had to go like, yeah. Chef's kiss. So I was in Turkey recently, and that's why I said I sent my picture. I didn't send a picture. I just sent a text to my wife that said, "Happy bidet." Like,
Yeah.
happy bidet today.
Yeah.
Oh no, hap bidet. No, happy day is what I said. Happy day, like, but happy day.
Yeah.
Happy day. It was dumb, but I now like
Yep.
I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have gone at home before I
Yeah.
went out because it's just
Ah.
more. You feel more clean. So
Yep.
that's our yeah, that went into a whole nother realm.
That's
but
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
there's
more that
always
I've aged, the
always
more-
those random presents that are like they're so functional and you just don't even know, and you're like,
yeah. Well,
you're like,
I kicked that stupid stool out of the way. I'm like, get this out of my face. It's gonna
That's
fall in the
awesome.
toilet just trying to get on with it down there. It's like so.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
too funny.
My kids love
So-
it, and it was my
Yeah.
gift, and they're the ones that love it. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Crazy.
for sure.
So,
Yep.
what other did you get? Something that you wanted? You said you got some hiking stuff.
Yeah, it was cool. So
Give it a chance, Tony.
What's with all this potty mouth talk? Yeah. So,
Power went in the back of the house.
oh wow. Yep, pretty much.
Oh gosh, that's I
So
love it.
both my moms, my mother-in-law and my mom got me a bunch of like hiking stuff. And it's funny
Oh,
because
that's awesome.
my mom got me, she's the camera lady, and she got me one of these. You've seen these before, right?
Oh,
They
for
clap,
your strap on your
yeah, for your
backpack.
strap. So you could put a
Yep.
GoPro or whatever kind of camera you want and click it in. Which I've always wanted to try. And I think it would make some really cool video for these hikes that I go on. And then I got some trekking poles, which are awesome. And for you that don't know what trekking poles are, they're basically hiking sticks, but like ski sticks kind of a thing.
Mhm.
And then my
We're
mother-in-law,
gonna see a
she
lot
was,
more of your hands driving. I have a feeling.
yeah, oh
in
yeah,
that
for
view.
that one, yep, for sure.
Yeah.
And
Nice
what I'm trying to
POV.
do with these hikes is I'm trying to do a video that's like mainly hiking with peppered in a little bit of RC. So
Yeah.
that'll aid in that. So I can use my trekking poles and hike up the steep stuff. But then my mother-in-law
So
was
we can experience hiking when we don't actually want to go hike ourselves.
yeah.
We'll live vicariously
I'll do
through
all
you.
the work for you. Yeah, I'll do all
Thank
the work
you.
for you. My mother-in-law was funny because she was like, I don't know how safe I feel with you out there in the middle of nowhere on these like, she's seen some of the pictures that I've done where I'm like on the edge of a mountain or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like you look down and it's like 1,000-foot drop down to the bottom or whatever. She's like, and so
She
she
got your
got me.
Springfield Armory Hellcat.
I know. So she got.
No?
I wish.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I wish. No, but she got
That
me.
thing's freaking sweet.
I wish I had it down here, but she got me this big can that's like this tall and it has a holster that's bear spray. And I'm like, but she got me that and like a bunch of like safety stuff, like another safety kit and space blankets and all the stuff that in case I, get hurt and I'm out there in the middle of nowhere. I also got a cool backpack for hiking, so I'm excited.
Does it
for
also
that.
work on crazy hippies? Because I have a feeling you're more likely to run into some
Yeah, I'm more likely
crazy
to run into
hippie
that.
and bear
Yeah.
spray him.
Yep, just be like, psh. Melina was laughing at me because she was like, "You're gonna be like pretending you're gonna grab it and think you got the camera and you're gonna talk into it and spray yourself with bear spray on camera." And I was like, "Well, that could happen." So, we'll see. But,
Tom Baker's talking about going in a 5-gallon bucket. That's brutal. Although they do make
yeah.
those for outdoor stuff for like boats. They make
Yeah.
little seat covers for them now that hold in a baggie.
You know what I want to get?
You get it at Cabela's.
While we're on this topic, I want to get the one that goes into your receiver hitch. Have you seen that? It's a toilet seat that you put on your
Yes.
receiver hitch. That
I
puts
saw
a
it on
baggie
Duck
on
Dynasty.
I was like, that's genius. I would feel like that would almost be like at home.
Except it means you're in the parking lot doing a deuce. That's just not good.
And I'm like dad mode where I'd be like sitting there. I'd legit like have
Alex
a paper.
called
and
it. He was
be
just
like,
saying
hey.
the same thing. You knew you were going to talk a bumper
The
dumper.
bumper dumper. Yeah. I'd be that guy. I'll be that guy at the next RC race. I'll be out at my bumper being like, "What's up, guys? Hey," reading my paper.
I'll send you some RC car actions you could be reading.
Yeah. It'd be too awesome. Man.
Oh, it's almost
so how about you?
Weekend. What did I get?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I actually got one of them right here.
It's like mail call Christmas edition.
Yeah. Actually, I got several of them right here. But this is my favorite one. This is the one I asked for that I got. I had to hook myself. Real
quick, Plasma asked if I do backpacking or just hiking. Mostly just day hikes. That is nice. So, look at that. Ice fishing?
Yeah, radioactive pickle.
Ooh.
Reel. And you just super lazy man style. Instead of having like the whole bail and everything, you literally just pull this lever and it drops until you let go. It's so rad. They just said how fast right here, but it's like, why bail?
That I know.
It's so much easier. It's such a genius idea.
Yeah.
For our laziness. And I got another one. another
That's
real
funny. I'm reading
rod.
the comments right now, and KLN says, "Just give the bear the potato." It's like, here,
That's
bear.
great.
Here, bear. I'll just give you the potato.
Oh man, there's somebody else had said something I read earlier. Hygiene portion of the show, right? My CZXRC. Oh gosh.
so
Yeah, so I mainly got ice fishing stuff,
yeah.
and then the pooper thing. But I, took some money I had and I went and bought an ice shanty. Ooh, Rusty Farts. YouFaster.com.
Oh yeah. So sorry, I don't mean to
Those
cut
are
you
nice.
off, but
Those are
these
good
were
stickers
in
for your cars.
my son's stocking, because that's his race
Nice.
name, Rusty Farts. I just had to give him a shout out because
I
he
love
said
it.
that the cuts were wrong on the first batch, so he sent us another batch. But Alfombra Assassino means the carpet assassin, so that's going to be my name. But anyways, you were saying, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, I just got ice fishing stuff. I bought
that's
myself
cool.
the
that's what you were saying. What'd you buy yourself?
thing. Everyone's asking about the mash again.
Oh.
If anything, I would have said what Josh said from Holly Designs about maybe copyright stuff, but Jeff's saying that he's talking to him and it's just that they oversold, everyone's just asking and they get frustrated. When's it coming back? I can't order it, and so they're just kind of like, let's catch up and then put it back. So I think the same with the Max Smasher, which I have mine. I'm not showing it though until I put a fast motor in it, which I bought when they were available. I just bought like 4 of them. I don't know why, because I was supposed to get some from Jeff too, so I was going to upgrade them all, but they haven't come in. So because same issue with them, they couldn't get enough in to get to everybody.
Oh, Harley says confirmation
it was a
Jeep
received. Cease and desist.
Really? That's interesting.
I thought maybe.
Well, I mean,
that would have been
clearly
my first guess, because it was like, and using the Michigan name, if they didn't have permission to do that, and then like, I wonder if the same happened from Ford on the blue and the white Max Smasher, because those are like straight up 79 Ford trucks, and the one has the USA 1 stickers. So
Psycho Garage says you could sell CCXRC bidets from the king of RC for his throne.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it. Yeah, I was wondering about that with the
and faster.
Josh had a good suggestion about making the angry eyes on the Jeep, but that's such a hard thing to do, because it's like
they have to. Yeah, I'm guessing they have to. Well, because they talk about the whole history of the Jeep and everything on the whole case and artwork of it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I feel like it's like we talked about, was it last week or the week before, like with Seahawks and copyright and stuff like that. It's like, doesn't it kind of do better to get the Jeep stuff out there than, I mean,
yeah, but they could be making money on it. They sell those rights to toy companies, and they're not going to pay the pretty price that they want if other people are getting away without paying a price for it.
Yeah.
So
maybe they're just mad because it didn't have leaf springs. Maybe they're like, this is not close enough. We need leaf springs on it. So
yeah,
be right back.
Just gotta pay, man. If you want to do it, just give them their price, a piece of the cut. Yeah, so I'm sure they could sell a bunch of them.
Yep.
But
so
I got one.
Let's switch gears. Let's talk about
history.
The dreaded New Year's resolutions.
Okay. We got to talk about what we did this year, because I've looked back through my feed. Yeah. And it's crazy where things were and what I was doing at the beginning of the year.
Bro, I know, right?
And how much it consumed the end of the year.
I know. It's like, it's bizarre. Like when you, oops, I didn't mean to do that.
So let's talk about New Year's resolutions. RC ones or?
Anything. Like, what are people?
I say we keep it RC.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, try to think of something RC, like something you want to do or change or.
Well, for me, like I'm focusing on this YouTube thing. You know, I'm focusing on that, and I'm focusing on hiking. Like I want to get and racing, I guess. So like there's three things that I really want to do, and RC related, and the hiking thing I think is going to be a lot of fun. You know, I don't think there's a lot of channels out there that are doing what what I'm doing when it comes to hiking and RCing. So I'd like to kind of show, you know, I think it'd be a lot of fun if, you know, say potentially I got to go to Proline by the Fire, and then I got to go and do a couple hike videos while I'm down there at Proline by the Fire, you know, to like go and see different regional places. That'd be a blast. You know, to do that. And then, you know, I really want to focus. I did that video, and it was kind of like I don't know why I did that video, but I think it was more to see what was being said on Instagram, because I know not many people would see it on YouTube about why I'm leaving Instagram. And it was kind of like, I'm leaving, but I'm not leaving. Like, jokes on you, but
I'm just going to do focus. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, the focus is you know, YouTube has been my seconds for years. And I wouldn't even say seconds. It'd be like third and fourths. And now it's kind of flipping around where it's going to be at the top. And then all the other content will be based off what I'm doing out of YouTube. And dude, I got to tell you, it's been so much more gratifying to go out and shoot landscape and to like,
oh my God,
like that video that I did for the talking why I'm leaving. And like, I was walking around, and the landscape behind me was just like,
it's way more epic. Like, yeah.
Dude. And the storytelling, like you could tell so much better of a story. I'm not a film cinematographer or anything like that, but I enjoy taking the people through a story. Like this last video that I did with,
you're in a beautiful area too, so just showing it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, and like
that's epic. I watched that whole video where you almost drowned in that puddle. That was like an inch deep.
A deep puddle, man.
Yeah.
I almost thought about putting like super like what's it called, like ominous music at that part. You know, and I'm like,
you needed that daddy blog thing where he does the whole like the bed all on the water, and the like, or they fall into those holes. Yeah. Where you like, oh.
I know. Well, the funny thing is that one wasn't as bad. There was another one that I forgot to put in the clip that was a different puddle, like, but this one was much deeper and the ice was way thicker, so you could see the ice like fracture.
Cracking, yeah.
And then you could see the water coming up, you know, like underneath the ice, bubbling around, and I was like, oh no, like, because that part I knew it could potentially be a little deeper than what I was on that one part, but
yeah, like ankle deep. Get you soak your shoe, or
or at least maybe probably calf. It could have been. So I was like, but my truck rolled over. That was the problem. I was out there drifting and I had to go and get it. Yeah, so otherwise I wouldn't have. But yeah, I think that's my resolution. I think racing will be another one, and I think what as like a byproduct, and I don't mean this as a byproduct, but as like kind of how we've kind of grown more together as this last year. I think more what's it called? More
you want to see other people? Is that what you're saying? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah. But you know what I mean? Like building more friendships and more community, that kind of thing. Dude, this YouTube community has been awesome so far on the videos and the shorts that I've been posting. Lots of comments and lots of talking about
that's
that
cool
kind of stuff. So what do you got?
Well, I was going to read some here. Mike Arnold says his New Year's resolution is his first retro to be a shaft squash chassis from Black Market RC. Ooh. That sounds awesome. Endo's RC, I don't think it's supposed to sound crunchy on brushless. So it's either too tight or something. It possibly too, if you're not using the same gears, if you change to metal gears, it does sound different. But it shouldn't sound crunchy.
We get dirt buildup in the cover, and sometimes underneath the axle, the like drive axles, that make like a crunchy sound, and then I just slam it on the ground a couple times and it comes out. It's good to go.
Okay. Yeah, and if it's a two-wheel drive,
That's the one
Yeah,
that we have.
I mean,
yeah.
it definitely shouldn't. It shouldn't sound crunchy. But just make sure you've got a little bit of gap. You want to be able to just take that spur gear and just make it move a little bit. That's how I do it. I don't do the paper, whatever. I want to see a little bit of wiggle of it.
Well, yeah.
So the paper
Bulgar
thing
didn't
never worked for
realize.
me.
Bulgar didn't realize we're big time and we're simulcasting on 3 channels right now. He's like wondering where reading all the comments from. But yep, it's Facebook, YouTube on CCXRC, and did you just sneeze?
No.
And
I'm old. I just got up.
Oh, I see.
I now make noises when I get up.
Black Market says bromance. The king of RCs needs to go to the king of the hammers coming up. Oh, that'd be fun. And stock pinion and gear just switched it out today. Yep. My dad and I coned out a 20-foot by 6-foot oval. Ooh, that's cool. Nice. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Boom. So what other resolutions do you guys got? Like, is there anything RC related that you guys want to do more? Anyone want to get into racing more? Anyone want to do their first monster truck race? I know, and I've talked to some people, KLN out there. I'm not mentioning any names. But I talked about there's a undercover horse stable. What do they call them? Horse arenas?
Yep.
Right next to the place where we run carpet off-road. And I said, hey, next time we go out there, you should really bring a monster truck. And I have these Penda style ramps. And I was like, we could just do some Penda racing because my son has a monster truck. I have a couple of monster trucks, and we can go out and have some fun and start something.
Wicked.
Getting trucks
totally
together to practice more. I decided for the Gee Whiz to watch both channels. The Echo is interesting. Well, thank you, Plasma RC.
We'll just mute one of them.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Just hit the little mute button at the bottom.
There you go. Finished products or projects I already have would be nice. I hear you, man.
Yeah.
I hear you. I'm
going to probably sell some at this point, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on the chopping
them all,
block?
But...
Do you know what's going on the chopping block yet?
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Yeah.
It might be my Warpath, which I'd love to have made, but
I see.
It just hasn't been built yet, and it's in a box, and they're coming out with an LMT version. So,
right, I know.
I don't know if there's gonna even be a market for it, unfortunately.
Yeah. So Jeep would allow the 46 wheelies, but not the Mashikan. That makes sense. Someplace. I think in 2023, I may break out some 1/10 scale again. You should, Bulgar. You should go on some hikes, man. Those little day hikes are awesome.
Son of a...
I would definitely be interested
when I
in some of
it. When I resized it, I didn't move one of the holes.
Oh.
But this fits in like a glove. It's just this upper hole on this side. I have to...
You only need 2 holes. It's so tight.
3 of them.
I know, but I'm just saying you only need 2 screws in there.
And then
you'll be good.
Well, now I just need to see if they will bite into this. It looks like it totally will. I think it is going to be a gem.
After says 3S. 3's enough. 3's enough for, I'm assuming, for what we're streaming on. I would definitely be. Mike Arnold said he's definitely interested in some of those servo and axle mounts. Are you going to sell them pre-made? Look at that. Or are you going to?
Yeah, I'll include screws and stuff with them, I think. At least these back screws. The servo screws, maybe not.
Yeah.
Because that's usually what you get are the ones that actually, like, I'll include the ones that are the right length and mounted to the axle.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to be golden.
After says 3 screws enough for the mount. Yep. Black Market says there's a couple Warpaths that have made it down to Australia.
Really?
Seems to be a hot down there. Yep. Those are for the CEN monster truck or the Jegs monster truck.
I just keep getting requests for it.
Look at
Bam.
that. That's cool. Is that thing still in stock at $100?
The Jags one for $100? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Dude,
Blowout.
I am not too unimpressed with my job there. I even got my logo, my name on the top of it.
Ooh, can't see it. Oh, there you go.
Still can't really see it. There's a little bit.
After says his is in the mail right now. I'd like to get a new RC next year. Either a Rock Van or SMT 10 would be nice too. Tony's
So
all
the
about that
only
Rock
thing
Van.
Is,
You got some clearance issues?
well, the servo itself would have it, but I did round the edges off, so it kind of grazes off it. Actually, you know, and if you see how I kind of tapered it.
Oh, yeah. Black Market says there's a guy trying to sell 22 of those for 200 each in the middle of the sale. That's crazy.
All right, wicked. I'll have to give it some testing before all said and done.
And that one's not super
pretty
fast
close.
out of the box, right?
No.
So it'll probably
And I got to
hold up
get
just
some more
fine.
black filament in because
Get some yellow
it's
because all the
what?
Jegs car get some yellow. All the Jegs cars are yellow and black.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool.
Just saying. Can you race the CN MT/Jegs MT? Would that be in like
I
the
would do it
retro?
2.2 if I did it.
2.2, Tony
No, I'd do
says.
2.2 class.
Are you going to keep the servo mount printed? Black Market says.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't-
foresee sending it to have it cut for the cost.
Well, and I don't think the market is big enough for an aluminum piece.
Well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
to buy the numbers of it's not going to make sense. I don't think. And I honestly think that's going to hold up just fine. So
I agree. I've done a lot of that kind of servo, not that kind of servo stuff, but other parts on front ends of the RC that held up really nice. Oh, speaking of,
I'll bash it. We'll test it.
I have a video that I'm going to be doing the next week or so, maybe, of I changed out the C hubs on my Lazarus truck to aluminum C hubs from SSD. Those, it's weird to like. I noticed the little stuff that those took out so much flex from the 777 because the 777 broke the steering hub mount, like where the steering link goes into the C hub or the Panhard bar, snapped it out because it was so much power.
Wow.
And dude, it stiffened it up a lot. It was nice. And I was running those massive Proline Baja Pro X's, the 4.8s or 4.85s, whatever they are. Those are rad tires, dude. They're a little tall, but because that truck was designed for 4.75s, and but they are rad, super rad.
Getting a couple questions just flat.
Yeah, is it just flat? Better to break the 3D printed mount than the servo or a link? Huge bunch.
I mean,
bunch of
it's
reefs
just got a little
soon.
drop there to go around the axles, but it's pretty
see,
thick.
Yeah. That's a nice design there, Tony.
Well, I mean, I'm borrowing the idea of if you have metal, this is what Freestyle RC had, was something like this.
Oh, two separate ones
that went around the back. Yeah.
Gotcha.
But they're metal and you can do that.
Sure.
And so, and I'm not just going to straight copy the design either. So
right.
I kind of went with a different take on it to encapsulate it. It's 3D printed. I wanted to add some strength so that it wouldn't like twist and break. So that's where I had to add the square around it to kind of
Mhm.
add some bracing even underneath it there. And there's a hole there you could, if you wanted to, screw it down to the top
Oh
of the
yeah,
axle as well. So I left a little gap there so it'd still sit
nice. After
above it.
saying
With it.
he's printing one of Tony's TRX4M wall mounts right now.
So
Tilo says they still have some aluminum upgrades at Jags for still for cheap. And Crawler
yeah,
Space says he's got a lot of reefs coming soon. I need to get some reef stuff. I have a shopping list that I don't know when I'm going to get to, but I got to get 2 servos for a buggy, and I want to get another servo winch. I'm not sure which one to get because I have the IS 800, which is awesome, but I think I want to try the IS 300, the smaller one. But we'll see. Black Market says you're a thinker, Tony.
well, I mean, mine's taller too, but there's several reasons I had to. Mine's I just had to make it taller,
For the
so
clearance.
it's not an exact match. Because of
Looks good.
having the casing around it, but it actually makes that with this servo horn, at least the Chaos one, it's a great fit for the. Anyway, it's going to be a lot better performance regardless, but it's for the Sun 450s or 250s as well. For people that run those,
Oh, there you go.
they can go on axle as well if they want much. There's guys that are doing like the drag racing and stuff with them, or turning them into faster trucks. It's a possibility that they could want something like this. And yeah, I mean, you could cut it and do the other stuff to make it more like these, but I'm not going to go and just do a straight rip of his design.
Sure.
So
Let's
I
do
have
last.
another one that was homemade that was like this, but yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Let's do last call on resolutions for 2023, and then let's move on to highlights.
Last year.
Yeah, the highlights of the 2022, man. I just pulled up my 2022 on what was all going on, and it's like there's a lot of craziness that happened in 2022. A lot.
Yeah, we'll try and I don't know, maybe pull up Instagram and show some things to kind of throw back some memories. You have screen sharing, right?
I do.
Or do you want me to do it, or
Why don't
so you want to do some of your highlights? You want to work on getting that up, or just talk about it?
let's just
I
talk
haven't told
about
my
it.
resolution, so mine would be.
Oh, yes. Let's see what yours are.
I mean, definitely YouTube. I want to get back into doing more monster truck stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Since that's really my favorite thing to do. I had that King Sling out today, man.
Oh,
And I had a
dude.
blast. I had
In the
an absolute
snow?
blast with that. In the
That
snow,
thing
I made some
is
jumps.
so much fun in the snow, dude.
Yeah.
It is like
so when I
made for
don't have mud, the snow was. I mean, I think that's as much fun, maybe more fun than the mud.
yeah.
Because it's
100%.
clean for one, but then you can also have a lot of control and let it just drift. Oh, wicked good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to go more into the 24th scale, 18th scale, small scale stuff.
Yeah.
So I think those two things are kind of going to be where I put most of my focus and attention. And it's a weird resolution to say, but I'm actually going to try to do less of the what's the right word for it? The company videos, like unboxing of new product type thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still going to do some. There's going to be some big ones or whatever that I want to have my hand in, but I'm just so like I just feel burdened by it. Like I've got the Chronos up there that I haven't gotten to yet. You know, it's not ready to run, first of all, so I can't just unbox it and run it. I gotta buy parts for it, put them in, or steal them from something else, which means that maybe a car I really like, I'm not gonna be able to run unless I spend more time to put it back together. And people don't understand. Like, yeah, it seems silly, but like some of it never goes back together. So I'm just going to start telling companies, sorry, like, you can send it. I might show it on, it may never get installed. I can show it and tell people about it and what it does.
Right.
But there's no guarantee it's going to make its way into a truck. Cause that's the other thing. Like some of the stuff, even like, well, even, I mean, like the FureTech, they sent me the stuff for the TRX 4M, the mount and all that. But I don't really have a want for a truck like that. And so now I have one of my trucks that is in 3 stock trucks that we can have that are the same capabilities. And I'm not going to take it back to stock.
Right.
So
and we've talked about this
another
before.
one or buy another one.
Yeah, we talked about this before, where it's really hard that people don't really get this side of the influencer type vibe. Is that like, I've had kits sent out to me before, and it almost feels like you spend more money and time on some of those things than you do just doing what you want to do for fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so like, it's a blessing to have that sent out to you and you love it. And you're like, it makes you feel good. Like it makes you feel good inside that someone wants to send you something like that. But at the same time, it's like, now you have this obligation and like this guilt that if you don't get it done in a timely manner, and if you don't get it, like all that kind of stuff, and maybe, maybe you're going toe to toe with another influencer about bearings versus bushings. And I see he just popped in, just kidding. But, but no, you know what I mean? Like there's just stuff like that where you get this kind of like, not guilt, but you get this kind of feeling that's like a little angst. And going back to,
and you do stuff, and you build stuff the way you don't want to. Like, I get it. And there's a lot of people that are going to want that update for that truck, hands down.
Sure.
But it's just put me in this whole other thing where it's like, I'd gotten 3 of them so my kids and I could like kind of have it out with each other on the course. And it's kind of a bit of work to now take it all back to be matching theirs. And I can do it, but yeah, I mean, it's just, it's weird. So there's that aspect of it. And, you don't really get anything out of it. Like I don't have any affiliate links for FureTech. So like you don't make any commission off of anything that sells from it. So you literally get your views, and 1,000 views. So I maybe made
$5
on the video. You know what I mean? Like
I've been doing math.
Like
lately.
I made nothing. I made nothing for it. I got the part, but it's not one that I want. I could take it out and sell it, I guess, to pay for my time. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those weird things. So that's one of the things is definitely saying no more and kind of going like I have now the Little Guy Racing Parts U24 truck that they've got, and I want to build that up. And I've got 2 of the Maz Designs chassis that I want to build, like comp trucks, and I haven't gotten to them because I'm doing other stuff, and I'm trying to get to some little stuff that I have around that people just send, but I feel like I have to do something with it. So I'm doing some more of the Instagram ones and quicker and
so real quick,
some of them I even bought and I want to show off like this. Like I wanted to do
100%.
this for a long time.
Yep.
Because I have a servo that it works for, and people keep asking, how do you do it? And so, but I did it for Instagram. I didn't do it for YouTube. I just did a quick, just because I wanted to get it installed.
Yep.
And I did put it on YouTube as a short. But.
So real quick, Brian Fellers, this is dear to my heart, and I appreciate you posting this, Brian. It says, after 29 surgeries in just under 3 years that my 9-year-old daughter has had, I want to get her out and experience the world instead of hospital walls. That's my biggest resolution, at least for her. And then in that follow-up, it says, in the hospital as we speak. Brian, I hope you'll be in our prayers, buddy. Like I hope you get to get out there and do some really cool stuff with her. I don't know what the situation is, and I hope that you get to have those experiences that you should have as a dad, being able to get out there.
Yeah, man.
What does it say? Hey, Tony.
Cheap guy. Yeah. It's not what it is. I'm not trying to like take companies to the cleaner either. It's just I kind of want to do my thing. Like follow down the path that I want to go down. That, you know, now that my kids are
Yep.
older and like he's talking about, he wants to
Yeah.
do. I don't want to do it just for myself and for YouTube people, whatever. I want to
Right.
have our experience, and if
Right.
people want it, like I know there's a lot of new people coming in. And it's like, well, they're doing all this stuff and they're gonna take over whatever you were doing. I'm like, I don't care. They're gonna find out the grind ain't what it's worth. It ain't worth it. Like,
Yeah, and
it ain't
I
worth
think
what they think it is. So
I think that's one of the things that I've been thinking about this across the board. I'm a part. I wouldn't say I'm a part of, but I am kind of a part of the maker community, and I feel like I've gotten away from the maker community because I don't think it's there as much as it used to be. And I don't mean just RC stuff. I mean like the stuff that I do in my day-to-day kind of stuff. And I miss that. I miss that like raw, hands-on, non-commercial stuff, and that's the kind of stuff that I really want to get to. And it's hard because like I was thinking about that with my content strategy for YouTube, and I don't know what direction I should go because I feel like I have probably 6 videos in the can right now of like benchtop videos of like me working on something or me showing how to do A and B. And part of me, I was like, you know what, this is a super saturated market of those. But then part of me is like, you know what, there's still a lot of new people coming into RC that will benefit from that, will be, you know, value added. But yeah, it's interesting because it's like, I think, I don't know what the balance is on that, but I am definitely there with you. And I definitely, now that's not to say that I wouldn't like to have some of those unboxing type style stuff, just because,
yeah,
you know, it's almost like at my end, I have a lot of fun toys, but at the same time, I feel like I've got to have, and I'm sure you feel this way too, you got to have the breadth, meaning like some bashers, some crawlers, some 24, some monster truck, like to keep it interesting on a channel. And there's got to be a certain level of that, like you said, like the big ones that you want to be a part of. There's definitely some of that kind of stuff.
I'm
Psycho
just
Garage.
gonna try and keep it about community again. Like that's
Yeah.
what I feel like it's gotten away from in some way.
Yep.
As it's gone more corporate. And we'll talk about the things that happened last year. And then that's, I mean, part of what's driving this year too. Like, I definitely given the store thing a go, like, and want to do more of this now.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll be looking more, doing some more design stuff. So I won't be spending as much time. So there might not be as many videos, but we're going to try and do better stuff going forward. And, yeah, I mean, I do video for a living, so it's not like just super fun to just like it's outside of my normal thing. Let's get creative, make videos. Just kind of like bare minimum to, you know. And then every once in a while you have that one fun project video. So I want to do more of those. But I also realize, and I was telling somebody about it recently, is that it's fun to do the corporate videos for companies, like when we did the Losi video. Like that's my jam. I love that stuff,
dude.
But it doesn't teach anybody anything. Like,
no,
it just it's all hype. And so to just do that all the time is like,
well, I had this conversation.
People want a little bit of that.
Yeah, I had this conversation with some people at the last race I was at, talking about manufacturers and how they're kind of getting the word out to different companies or to different influencers. And I think that's one of the disconnects that I see with and this is not a knock against, you know, people of your level with influential like videos and stuff like that. It's because you guys have so many things thrown at you, you can't do follow-ups on them. But a lot of times a bigger channel will get, like for instance, if a bigger channel got the Sendero SE, right? Look at this cool car, quick run video, and then you never see it again. Right, like it's
all about that splash sale and immediate sale,
yeah. And I think that that's part of the thing where like if there is a way, and it was funny because I was like sitting there thinking
when some people sell them, I don't, because my goal is always to do more than one.
Right. Well, okay. So I was sitting here thinking, I was like, you know what, that because I thought about that Losi thing that we did and how much fun that was, and it was just a cool experience. But I was like, how do you make that into a marketable thing, but then also like in you know, there's no planned obsolescence in that, but how do you make it so that you can say you get this, but then you're going to get this and this and this down the road for that product. And then that's what you get contracted for. You know what I mean? And you'll get you'll get the product not only in that cool, flashy environment, but you'll get the product in this environment. And then you get the product in this environment. And that would be a fun thing to market and to go and do and to start, the production company of RC or whatever you want to call it. But
did you see the made for TV live RC race that they just did?
I saw the YouTube cover art, but I did not watch it. I wanted to. I didn't have time.
It was well done.
Was it?
So talk about taking like production level of it out.
Yeah.
It was well done, man. Like trying to make it like a motocross event or something. They nailed it, dude. Like for a first run.
That's cool.
It was
I'll have to go and
good.
check it out.
If you guys haven't watched it, it may not even be your thing, but it's super fun to hear like, the whole 6 figures that these guys can make and the different things. Like I'm not going to say there's not money to be made in the hobby and that there's whatever, or even from YouTube. Like some of the guys come in and they just kill it, and they're going to, some of them just go faster than others. Like Cape Crawler stuff is going crazy everywhere.
Yeah.
Big America really stuff is going crazy.
Yep. They're really blowing up.
So
I'll hop back in the chat.
Some people can make some money.
Hop back in the chat real quick. Psycho Garage says his son just took I'm assuming he meant 1/24th because 1/4 crawlers would be huge on an indoor course. But he said his son just took a liking to that, and it's a very proud dad moment, essentially. And people are giving him kudos for that. Black Market says he wants to do more parts and stuff on my side of things to be able to offer to fill the voids for solid axle monster trucks, which would be rad. I'd be all into that. Whoa, I just got a big jump on things. Says, this year I plan on getting out and doing more basher and outdoor RC stuff. I've been weighed down so much with work. It's time for a break. I agree, man. I want to try more basher stuff. We went to the skate park, and dude, I had a blast at the skate park. So I definitely want to do more of that. 3,000.
Brian Phillips, 30, yes, 000. It was $30,000 for there's $30,000 at stake, but I think there was also like qualifier top qualifier got a $5,000 bonus.
Oh wow!
I think something like that. There was bonuses in there that they could win.
Yeah,
but 30,000 up for grabs. I think I haven't watched the whole thing. I only watched the first 30 minutes of it because there's an hour and it's 50 minutes, I think. Anyway, so someone was saying some of it was remedial, but that's all TV. You watch motocross, man, and they start talking like they've got all that filler crap where they're just motor mouthing to fill time, and it gets like my wife can't even. She calls it sportsing. I think we've talked about this. She's like, you gotta mute the sportsing whenever they start talking.
Yeah.
But I thought it was like quality wise, there's a couple shots that get into the low shot GoPro cam and whatever. It wasn't super clean, but on the whole, for one go at it, like I was impressed. It was impressive. But
that's cool. I'll have to check it out.
So highlights of the year.
I've got one.
Or even just what you saw as far as the change of the year. Like, what have you done? Yeah, that's your highlights.
That emoji came out this year.
Oh yeah,
the pregnant man. Confirmed purchases. What? My wife's buying stuff.
I think that's the IPA man, is what that is.
I know. That's why I always say, "Hey, they made one for me and tacos." That's my Taco Tuesday emoji.
Yeah.
So what were some of the big ones that stuck out to you? I have a few that I can talk about. I don't know if I have much to screen share, but because it would be
I'm just trying to think. Like, there's so much that came out that I forgot about. First of all, like I didn't know who FureTech was before this year.
Right.
End of last year, December.
Yeah.
I think I built my first FureTech, the purple one right here. It was like a January build series.
Yep.
It didn't have these wheels and tires, but like that's when we first started getting into the comp stuff with them. I feel like I've been doing these forever now. You know, because we moved, and so there was a lot of change with all that, and missed quite a few of the events that I hoped to go to.
Yeah.
But we had that. A lot of it was the fire team stuff. That came out in January. I remember that.
I was looking
I've
at
gone
mine.
down.
January 6th is when I had the the Komodo in my little Nova wagon that I did. That's crazy. One of them for me around that time was the auction for the 11 Charlie crawler that I did for them. That was a cool build. I really liked that build. That was a real fun one. What else is there out there? This year, I didn't realize, but this was the first year that I really got into U4. It feels like it's been around forever, but this is the first year that I really got into it. Yeah, I got two.
It does feel
I
like
got
we were
our
talking about that for a while.
Yeah, I got I got two Nomads, and that's kind of what started my U4 stuff. So the Nomad DB8 associated. I felt like I was talking about that for years, but I guess he goes, "Think I peeked a little when I showed that emoji." Well, you know, that's what happens. Here's a picture of that buggy that I built for 11 Charlie.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
That was
that was this year
build,
too.
Man. Yeah,
man,
isn't that crazy?
So forever ago.
I know, right? That was crazy.
I mean, we got into the mini monster trucks at the end of last year, but really got into it hot and heavy with the 24 scale Mofo stuff. We had the SCX 24 stuff with ECB 3D printing, who has one of the cooler chassis still right now, his newer ones. My best mini crawler was built, the green one, the Creep.
Well, speaking of ECB, that was fun. The drag challenge.
The drag challenge we did. Yep.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We got to do something like that again.
The Gladiator came out.
It's crazy. I'm looking through my camera roll, and it's like even in February, and this is just there were still protocols for us going out in public in February in Washington State.
Oh, yeah.
I was just looking at that. I don't want to say what it was, but I'm sure you guys can read between those lines.
Monster Truck Wars happened, then we started Enduro Tiny Gapping it at the beginning.
Yep. Yeah.
So I bought the vacuum former. That was the start of the whole business, man.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like I've been doing this now forever. But 10 months ago is when I made the vacuum form backflip ramps, and then people wanted them.
That's crazy.
So we started selling them. And then we got diff covers, but that was like 8 months ago or something. We didn't really even change the store over to handle any of that stuff till like March, I think.
That's crazy.
And then it just went crazy from there.
Yeah, my second U4 race is February 26th. That means I raced in late January, probably.
Wow. Mighty Handy Tool was 7 months ago.
That's forever ago.
Yeah, Baby Goliath was 6 months ago only, and I've sold out of them all. We've sold through so many. Yeah. Well, I mean, I had got more, but
yeah, that's great.
Yeah. So
that's great.
What's the other? Cool? Oh, Monster Jam, World Finals.
Oh yeah, World Finals. And that
was epic. I have another video that's edited for that. I need to finish and post. I edited it in Turkey. Almost awesome. A year ago. That's how crazy the year got.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got.
4 came out, but I didn't get mine till like a month or two after it came out because they sent it to my old address.
I got my first Baja Ray. I'm looking at
July. We went to Anderson's and we played mini toy trucks, and
that was so much fun.
Yeah,
that was so much fun.
Great Lakes.
Oh yeah,
it was.
Awesome. I had the last sombrero smash. I thought it. I didn't realize that
was this year.
Yeah, I guess so. That was in April. Or no, it was Cinco de Mayo.
It's funny how segmented things are when I look it back through,
Yeah.
like how it goes through. Like there's a bunch of this car, and then a bunch of that car.
Yeah. Yep. And then I built and designed the beaver tail for SMS for Scale Metal Supplies. April 16th is when I got that. So I'm only in April, and there's a lot of stuff going on. That was cool. We'll get to these comments. I see a couple comments here popping in. We'll get to those in a second. This channel, CCXRC Live, got me my first LMT kit that came April 21st.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember why you did that. I think it was just you were playing telethon for a day.
You weren't here, and so we did a telethon. And we raised a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I think I said I'd double it, whatever came in.
Yeah.
Or something
That's
like
crazy.
that. Yeah. It was insane. Everybody
that was bananas.
Everybody knocked it out of the park.
That was cool. And then what else?
I'm trying to look through the comments. Yeah, somebody said they puked a little from that picture. The HBR event was a highlight. That was a great. The Mike Arnold, the Hall Brothers Racing event was really good this year. I still haven't done a video for that either. I haven't done a video from the Ohio World Finals monster truck event I went to either. I did the puller, the large scale puller, because it was a quick, easy story to tell because the guy narrated it. So I didn't have to hardly do anything but throw that down and a little bit of B-roll on it. But I got so much work to get to.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping to have time, like after this month, I'm wrapping up my, my part-time video contract work that I have, and we'll be putting in more full-time. So I'll still be doing video gigs, but yeah.
Tom Baker says, don't give up on the start, Tony. Got to get through the first few years.
Yeah.
Levi says the dungeon
I'd love to see
race
where they go.
Was fun. I feel funny because I forgot that I built this year. My Lazarus. I thought I built that last year. That was built this year.
Nice.
That's in the raw form in May. That's
Debbie's
crazy.
Is making a comeback. I know Debbie's.
I don't see that comment.
All I can think of is Outlaw Law. Well, the only thing I think of when I see Debbie's is Debbie's RC World that we had.
Right. I really like the Little Debbie's ice cream bars. I'm lactose intolerant, but or what are they called? The Captain Crunch ones. Oh, those are delicious.
What was the Captain Crunch ones there?
The strawberries crunch ones. Oh, you don't know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, they're so good. I don't know if they're Little Debbie's or not. Let's see. I'm just flying through scale rail build. Man, there's so much stuff that happened this last year. Crazy.
Yeah, it was a good year, man. I did a lot of the mini stuff. We got the mini sled going just before the end here.
Yep.
TRX 4M came out. That was a game changer.
Shout out to Monster Parts for this awesome icon. I need to use this icon somewhere. It's too cool not to use it. Too cool.
King of RC was created.
King of RC, yes.
The monthly mayhem.
Yep.
Alex painted up that wicked body for it.
Yep. Oh yeah, I did the St. Jude challenge. That was fun.
Yes, you did.
That was a lot of fun. Joseph Chenault says he misses you in West Virginia. Or no, I'm sorry, in just Virginia.
In Virginia, yeah. I miss racing down there, that's for sure. And hanging out. So many cool people.
I can't remember, but I think this is
cool
last year was my first year with Associated. That was
we talked about it here.
Yeah, I think that was
after hours.
Yep. That was kind of a big deal. What else happened? What else
Do you
happened?
get to post a sign about being? Have you done it yet?
What?
Everybody's posting like, "I'm back for 2023."
Yeah. Side note about that. So I messaged my guy and I was like, "Hey, did I not get the memo on this?" And he goes, I go, am I still good or what? Because I had just had a conversation with him before that. And he goes, bro, you're fine. Let's dance. And I was like, okay. And it was funny because I was like, and so I guess someone just started doing that post and kind of put one together, and then everyone started kind of jumping on it. And
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So I posted it to my stories. So it lived for 24 hours and then I was out. But
Nice. And I haven't been. I got sick for Christmas.
did you?
That was fun. Oh yeah, man. I was sick. We
I
got
didn't
the
know that.
storm, and I was out plowing like multiple times, and just got. I'm still sniffling from it, and
Yeah.
I was just tired and like cranky, like headache and just a head
Yeah.
cold, you know.
Oh yeah.
And so yeah. I had an awesome time though. MXPX did a Christmas live
There's our
on YouTube,
picture.
and I had a blast on Christmas Eve. Listen to that. There you go.
That's from
The thing is, it doesn't even show how muddy we were. Like,
not at all. Not at all.
just mud in our eyelashes and speckles all over our face. It was pretty crazy.
Everywhere.
So much
Everywhere.
mud. That was such a weird. Like it was so rainy. It's like
That was the first day.
case
That wasn't even the second
scenario.
day.
Oh
The
no, yeah,
second-
that was like our practice day. We hadn't even set up.
Yeah.
We were just getting some initial shots and testing.
Yep.
And we just filmed everything, which luckily we did because we ended up using a lot of those shots
Yep.
for the final because we did not get what we needed because of the terrible, basically nor'easter weather that blew through.
Oh, it was brutal. Brutal.
I'm hoping, I don't know, maybe I should New Year's resolution doing something monster truck related here in Michigan.
Meaning
I
racing?
don't want to
or
hold
what?
myself to it though.
You mean like
That's the
setting up
scary part.
racing?
Yeah,
Oof. That's a big ass.
running
Tony.
racing is tough when I don't have any time as it is.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Let other people run it and use your name. That's how you do it. Just license out your name.
Show up for it. I already know, like, because I want to do the mini pulling, and just sitting down to do the rules for that's tough enough, you know.
Yeah.
Because we got to come up with rules for it.
And you can never make people happy. That's the
Yeah.
problem. You know what I mean? Like, never can you make people happy.
Well, as long as I'm not mad, then I think I'm okay. Like, because you won't want to run it if you're constantly pissed off about it.
Right.
But
I'm just looking
no,
at
I
all
think
this.
it'll be good. But and these things
That's crazy.
turned out pretty decent.
Dude, I think they look rad.
I think I'm gonna button it right up on there and see what happens.
Do it. Do it. Mike Arnold says,
Because
come out to Denver and race with us. What are you racing out there in Denver, Mike Arnold? Tom Baker says, I want to get to monster truck events, but I wasn't doing much. More monster truck events coverage. and
That's what made me
builds."
think of if I should or shouldn't try to do something with his comment.
Yeah. We have a small, I shouldn't say a small one because I've never been it, so I don't know how small or big it is, but we have a group doing monster truck stuff down south from me. It's 2 hours away, but it's on Sundays and it's hard for me to get down there on a Sunday. But I definitely want to do it. Mike Arnold says monster trucks out in Denver. I would love to do that. You know what? I want to do that as a resolution, actually. I want to make it somewhere like, and I appreciate it. And I thank you very much, Tony, for inviting me out to help with that Losi thing. But that opened my eyes to being able to do stuff outside of my hometown. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, it's so much fun to be able to do that kind of stuff. I've never traveled for RC, and that was a traveling for RC thing. And I want to make it my resolution to get out of state RC something related. I'd love to go to the Gauntlet. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yes.
I'd love to go
There's
to
not
Pro
monster
Line by the
trucking
Fire.
there, but it's pretty awesome. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it'd be a lot of fun. I think Pro Line would be fun. Now, Harley, I don't know if he's still in here or if he has any intel or insight about doing Nats down in Oregon. But if that was the case, I would definitely get down to Oregon. NorCal's a long ways, Black Market. I really wish I could get down to NorCal, but I think if I could, and here's the thing. As much as I love monster trucks, it would be more to go cover the event than it would be to race because I know
Well, they're big one if you do it.
Well, I know I'd get my ass handed to me if I went down there and tried to race monster trucks because I don't know anything about that. You know,
those guys are good.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Harley says, still no info on scale Nats. Black Market says 1 hour flight. Bro, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would do it in a heartbeat. At least to go down and, I mean, there's a lot of people that I have that are, you know, internet friends with that I would go down there and do that with. I got to check to see how much that flight would cost because it would actually be worth it to ship a truck down there and then fly down there with
gas.
my son.
You go with the gas.
Huh?
There might be loaner trucks.
Yeah. We're looking to a jamboree style event. That would be fun. Just come film it. I would totally come and film it. Tony, we should go down there and film it.
I wanted to go last year.
When is this jamboree thing you're
happen.
thinking of in NorCal? If you guys did a jamboree, would that be like April?
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, calm down, Siri. I'm not talking to you. Ugh. Man, she is so
Should always
nosy.
be talking to her.
I know. Michigan would be a great road trip from Iowa. Washington would also be great. Gauntlet sounds fun. Yeah, Washington's awesome, man. Harley says, just check RCs as carry-ons. It's pretty easy to fly with them. Monster trucks, I think, would be a little tough.
Well,
July.
To carry on a monster truck? Yeah. I just checked it.
Yeah. Schedule
carrying
finalized
batteries
will be out soon. You know what? NorCal, Black Market, I would definitely go down there. Depending on how much just to film it. Maybe if I could borrow a truck down there or maybe at least if I flew down with my son, if my son could borrow a truck and I'll just film everything. That'd be fun because I know you guys got some kids competing in racing and freestyle. He'd get a kick out of that. So sure we could work something out. But yeah, man. So Harley, if it did happen down here, dude, if you could get me in a truck, Black Market, that'd be awesome. Harley, if it did happen in Oregon border, I would be there in a heartbeat because that's only like 3 hours away from me. Smaller even. It's not hard. Yeah, maybe I would carry it on or check it. Black Market says there's a loaner. NorCal says we've got loaner LMT. Yeah, man, I'd be all about that. My son would love it. I'd love to go down and cover it.
It's tight, but it buttoned up. I need to probably do a little shaving on some fitment pieces around the axle, but I can test it for sure. I mean, it's solid on there. Nice. If anything, axle wraps when you push on it.
Nice. Michigan Mini Trucking asks if you're going to be at Reaction for New Year's.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Not probably from 6 to midnight, but probably from 9 to midnight or so.
That's cool. How far away is that from you? It's like an hour? Less than an hour?
25 minutes, 20 minutes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Tom
I'm
Baker
surprised
says,
Siri didn't start going crazy on everybody when we said it.
So
I've now got the Alexandria here running my lights and stuff.
Who?
I'm saying
Siri.
Alexandria, so I don't mess up everybody's other thing from Amazon.
Okay.
So
ours is hypersensitive because we just got my wife just got Apple TV and a HomePod for her for the bedroom, and it's like everything's like buzzing now. It's like you can just think of something and it's like, here, I have this for you. It's like, thanks.
Crawler
Dang, I
Spaces,
wanna
he's
go.
going to be open as well. Mini racing.
Nice. Nice.
I really want an easy way to do monster truck racing indoors, smaller.
Yeah.
We need the Max Smasher, but you can't get them. There's not in the quantities that enough people have them
Yeah.
that we could do like a
I'm
just
telling you, dude.
stockish class with their speed motor in them.
You gotta print
It'd be
out
wicked
those.
fun.
You gotta print out those shock mounts and then adjust them to whatever you want. Because I got a video of
You
this
sent them
dropping.
to me?
I thought I did, but I got a video of this dropping, and this was a lot of fun.
In the snow?
Yeah. Yep. A lot of fun, and it was quick enough where I think if I had two of them, it would be a fun race. It would be a really fun race on just the high-speed tranny and the stock motor. It would be fun.
It'd be fun for racing, yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So if we did those and we did the Max Smashers, that's actually a really easy way to do it right there.
I feel like the Max
The
Smashers are
TRX
faster.
4Ms with the speed motor.
I don't know. The
Probably.
motors that I've seen people.
Those axles are quick. The second you.
Yeah.
Did you see? Somebody just posted when doing a backflip to moonwalk with the Max Smasher.
I
But it
think I
didn't
saw that.
bounce. It did a backflip and then it landed
Just
and
carried
then
it.
rode out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They got that long nose on those trucks, which helps on
Yeah.
carpet. I wouldn't want to run it on cement, but Dave, we need to go to that barn. The guy reached out to me, and then he'd mentioned doing like a Sunday, but I never heard back from him with any details. So,
Yeah.
and also, I probably will take some bashers there. I don't know. I have a basher LMT that I would run, but it sounds like there's horse poo mixed in the dirt. So I don't know that I'd want to take like my good racers and race them there.
TRX4 or the TRX4M wall hanger by CCXRC right there. All day.
Works, doesn't it? Until you put on their links. Then
Works
it's a
awesome.
tight squeeze.
Works awesome. All right,
He's gonna try
NorCal
it.
Black
He works a lot,
Market.
too. Sounds good.
When you guys get your things squared away,
Oh, XRT. I'd bring the
shoot me a
XRT.
message. Shoot me a message because I would like to plan on that, and we could figure out a way to do something like that. I got to figure out. So, real quick, while
I might
they're on
come
there,
too if we know when it is.
what airport would you fly into if we went to NorCal? Would it be San Francisco? Let me know. Because then Oakland, same thing, right?
I don't know. Yeah, same.
Sacramento
Sacramento.
Airport. Okay.
Sac.
Alright. I'll look it up then to see what airfare would cost. That sounds gross. C to sack. I just type some kind of pirate thing going on there.
Man, yeah, so I want to do a lot more with the monster trucks. I'm definitely going to be hitting. So here's the thing: I don't have that work, and if the shop and I got hit with another $400
Dude, I saw that
thing. So it all happened at that same time the other stuff did, and I went through and I caught a couple of them. After the first one, I realized that something seemed fishy. Like the same guy tried to order twice, and it was like big stuff. Like this ain't right. And so I looked up the address, and it was like a shipping center, and I'm like, nah, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And I went back and looked, and his other order was with a different credit card name or whatever. I was like, crap, I got screwed on that one. So I knew that one got me. So I thought I caught it, and so then I refunded the other one. So I thought I was only out that one. But there's somebody with a different name that had got me earlier that week, or I think it was when I was out of town and my family was billing them for me.
Uh-huh.
But they know now, like, if anything seems suspicious, if it's not like PayPal verified, you know, it has to be the same shipping address as the billing address. I'm not doing shipping to people's work or anything. If it's not going to where their credit card is from, I politely decline and refund their order. Unless I know the person. Like if I know the person, I will.
Right, right.
Um,
So is there a thing?
Yeah.
So like I know with our QuickBooks, we had one that was a weird chargeback years ago. And it was just because their automated accounting wasn't working right. And the problem was, or what it was, is that if it was a chargeback, you had like X amount of days
yeah,
to
like
reply to it.
12 days. Yep.
Right.
But
and then you get
this
your,
one's not legit. Like I went back and looked. It was to a shipping center. So
Okay.
somebody fraudulently used a credit card, so I take the hit.
really?
So
There's
yep.
no way
There's
you
nothing
could
you can
dispute
do,
that?
like because I should be on
Okay.
the lookout for those kind of things. And most of them were the FureTech stuff. So I don't know if somebody overseas is looking for FureTech stuff and found my
Right.
site and got a few orders shipped and kept trying or what. But I'm now wiser about it. But it sucked when I didn't realize that I had another one out there because
Right.
I'd refunded the other one without them even going through it. And then, yeah, to take just that right after Christmas, a $400 hit. It's like, so sucky.
Well, this
So-
morning I was trying to head out, and my wife's like, "The bathroom's leaking."
$79. Dang.
Yeah, that's Alaska too. That's the most expensive one. Or not the most expensive one, but that's like. Oh wait, that says February. Why is this in
So I
February?
do
I looked up
the
July.
Fellowship IPA, Lord of the Rings, or there's Hoppy Christmas or Hazy Jane.
I go Hoppy Christmas.
Hoppy Christmas. It's not very hazy, but that's good.
But oh wait, here we go. I have two. If it's in July, 218 round trip on Alaska.
That's not bad at all.
Delta's 230.
Delta's
One
dead
for-
to me.
Really? What'd they do?
They're not. They're taking away lounge access for their platinum and gold and whatever flyers.
Oh,
So if you spend a lot of money or you travel a lot of distances with them, like I do,
no more of this.
nope.
I'm CCXRC.
But I'll tell you what, after sitting in overnight at Turkey, Istanbul, literally switching airlines to go in and having to just sit out where the baggage area is or check in for like 6 hours overnight and then check in and then being able to go to a lounge and like have a shower. And it's a big deal when you travel a lot and you're spending 36 hours in airports and in airplanes. But I do actually have one.
He's like, I'm out.
I don't have one down here, but I have the whole thing of them down here.
I know. I have this
I was
one.
realizing it. I don't have one on my. Oh, nice.
This one is the one that I don't really understand what it was for. Did you get one of these? And the bottom was
No, it has a hole in it.
Well, the bottom wasn't level at all, so you put something down. So I ended up cutting mine out. So it's just a cool wrap.
Nice.
I'm thinking of
there. You go. Good idea.
Boom. Wow. Did that just happen? You're cut off. You're cut off, Tony.
My first one.
Oh, man. Brutal. Well, so we got a lot of resolutions. We got a lot of highlights. We got some potatoes and some potties. Crawler space cut off. Is the Outer Banks?
Because it was still full. I can't even hardly move it.
I think it's about time to wrap, dude. For those, we talked about trying to keep this thing in an hour and a half to an hour. We're at 2 hours now, so we're getting closer. But I feel like this was good. We kept the energy up the entire time. I felt like, right?
Yeah, because I'm not tired. It's not 2:30 in the morning here.
Yeah, I know it's only 1 o'clock, right?
Yep. And I made progress on my build thing. So
Yeah,
that was
yep.
good. People have been asking for it. So I've been working my tail off trying to get it done,
There you go.
along with other things we had to do around the house. I spent most of my time working on the house project for my wife. We already tore down Christmas. It's gone.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We actually got an extra day this year. She's like down, but she puts it up early.
I
She's
put it
ready
up early
for
too.
her space. Yeah.
November 1. We actually started before Halloween.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's going to stay up, Tony, until second week of January. Nice. Black Market was able to
Wow.
finish
Very
the chassis
cool.
drawing. So I was wondering, should that be a resolution also on our part to, since, Harley and Matt are all big time doing their show sponsorships, should we try to get a sponsorship for like we gotta do something dad like. We gotta do like Preparation H sponsorship. That'd be awesome. Or like maybe Flex All 454.
Bamboo Squatty Potty.
Bamboo Squatty Potty. Oh, that'd be funny. I think something like that would be cool. And then it would open the door to maybe us doing some, I don't want to say challenges,
Right.
but maybe some side-by-side builds or something like that. I think would be a lot of fun.
We
Gold
need to do the
Bond.
sand one.
Mhm. I know. They took our idea, jerks.
Oh, they did. And they did in the snow.
I know.
But that was totally the rail. Now that I've got my welding skills down pretty good. Between that and Tinkercad, I should have a really killer build.
There you go.
We should see if Tinkercad will sponsor our builds.
I actually held off because I may have had some insider information. I actually held off because we showed you, and Andre was like, you talked about the scale rail, and I was supposed to not talk about putting skis on my rail. I totally forgot about it, and I was like, "Ah, curses!" And I felt bad, but I actually ended up not even being able to take it out this weekend or this with the last snow. I wanted to, but no, I was holding off on doing that until they went live, and then we lost all our snow. But Cycle Garage says dependent. What's that mean, Harley? ...
You know, that wallet company had reached out to me, Ridge Wallet.
Yeah, before
I
Harley.
blew them off. No, after Harley. I had a jerky sponsorship lined up before they did, and I blew it off with our move. But
there's a hat company
that
I talked to that I think would be perfect for you and I. They make big man hats.
Big heads, yeah.
Yes. And
what's the name of it?
Mammoth. They make big hats, and they have hats that have Velcro on them, so we can get these companies that have the Velcro patches and put them on our hats and make cool hats out of them.
Oh, I
for
have
people with our huge heads.
So I think the company that I was doing the stuff for, that actually stuck on there, does hats from them, and they either do like leather patches or they'll do like these kind of rubberized ones. But they have like this elastic back to them that has holes in it, and it stretches. It's the most comfortable hat that I own. And I have several of them. Yeah, they're pretty amazing. They do a lot on Instagram and Facebook as far as marketing.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
so
maybe we'll look into doing something fun like that next year.
You know what would be funny?
Huh.
Is, well, I was gonna say if the Wednesday night live stream takeover sponsored ours and made us say a whole bunch of bad things about our thing as part of like the reading. But I was like, man, actually, what if we sponsored theirs and
Yeah.
need them
I like it.
talk
We'll need
about how awesome we are. Like
we'll need your
we could write
ad
a whole
sheet,
script
Harley.
for
Yep.
to break in. Yeah, send us your pricing guide
Yeah.
for,
Yep.
for sponsors.
Oh, it'd be awesome. I love it. And
Yeah, I'm
I'd
just thinking
even
like talk radio, like how they read the ads. If we wrote something up like those, it'd
Yep.
be fantastic.
I could
Include
send you
like the jingle
sponsorship
music
back.
they have to play in the
Well,
back.
I was gonna say we could get
Yeah.
Fiverr to do some computer, some kind of computer voice where we make the computer voice say the ad on there, and it's just like the spot that's like, "Welcome to blah blah blah," sponsored by. Oh, it'd be awesome.
They can roll their eyes the whole time. I don't care. Just gotta play it.
That would be
No.
rad.
Anyway, it's been fun, man. It's been an awesome year. This is our
Yeah.
last one before New Year. So
It is.
we do thank you
Yeah.
guys for. We had a couple things that we helped do, and that was the well, your LMT build was awesome, and then
That
there was a
super
separate
rad.
channel I'm thinking of where we did a 624, but I rallied a bunch of people behind
Yeah.
somebody that didn't want to get one, but I rallied people behind buying them an S624. So
Well, and a lot of people here have helped with the different fundraisers that we did. We did
Yep.
the St. Jude fundraiser. I'm probably going to do that again next year. We did the 11 Charlie fundraiser build, and a lot of people from here went and donated to that. So it's been awesome, man. It's like that's the kind of stuff that I love helping the community with, and I love it when the community here gets to be a part of that, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy it 100%. Everyone's saying Happy New
Nice.
Year. Yeah, it's been a great year. I can't wait for next year. I feel like I don't even know if
You can't wait 5 days.
No, I can't.
4
I
days.
feel like we haven't even hit our stride yet, Tony. I really
Yeah.
do.
We need to actually talk about our next one. Speaking of stride,
Next
it's my
one.
birthday for the next.
Ooh,
Yeah.
there you go. My birthday was last week. I didn't tell anyone. I alluded to it on my YouTube video, but I didn't tell anyone. I was like, It
on
was
the day of the live stream.
the day after. It was the day
okay.
after. But I was like, nah. I almost spilled the beans. I was gonna say something. I was like, never mind. But yes. So yours is your birthday. You're a January birthday?
I was supposed to be a New Year's baby.
Yeah.
Which
But
is
held
funny because
out.
my brother's a December 31st baby.
Uh-huh.
And so we were almost born on the same day, a year apart.
Nice.
But I made an extra 4 days. So. But happy belated birthday, man.
Thanks. Happy early birthday.
What'd you get for your birthday? We talked about Christmas. Did you get anything other than a potato?
No, my parents
Better
got
than
me
a potato, I mean?
Yeah, my parents got me these, which was awesome.
Beets?
Yeah, and my wife and kids got me my hiking backpack. So,
okay.
Which is awesome.
So those weren't Christmas presents.
No.
You were just kind of wrapping it together. It's kind of the hard thing about being so close to Christmas.
Bro, don't even get me started. Like that's why like my birthday I always say sucks every year. It's kind of the thing, like I love it that my parents and my wife make the effort to like wrap my presents in birthday wrap. but sometimes, like for instance, this year I guess a couple presents didn't show up on time. So my wife had to poach the backpack from under the tree. And my son's like, we unwrapped it and wrapped it again in birthday wrap. I was like, yes. So, but yeah, no, it's always one of those funny. I always say how much of a pain in the butt it is, but it was fun. I got to, so my kids did something really awesome. So I went out on my hike. That was the day that I shot that video with the Lazarus.
Okay.
I went out on the hike. Beautiful day for a hike. And when I got back, my kids had. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to go down south to Tacoma. They have the LeMay Auto Museum. I've been wanting to do that for years. And we had COVID and we had people sick the year before and blah, blah, blah. Well, they had that. They have the museum, and then down in Tacoma, they have a indoor dirt track for RC. And I was like, you know what? That's what I want to do for my birthday. I want to go hit both of them. Well, then we had this freak snowstorm, and I was like, you know what? It's just going to be too much of a pain in the butt to get down there. And so what my kids did is I came in from the hike, and my kids have all these, little metal model cars and stuff like that. They made the Guerrero LeMay museum, and so they put them all over the house as a little museum thing. And then we had our birthday gig. So, and as a tradition, years ago, my grandma's last Christmas and birthday with me, I asked her to teach us how to make homemade tortillas. And it was one of the first years that I was like getting into video gear, and I set up cameras all over the kitchen. And so every year now on my birthday, we watch the videos and we make tortillas from scratch. And so my sister came over, my mom and stepdad came over, and we got to do that. So it was a lot of fun. So, yep. RC Jeep guy says his birthday is the 23rd and bought himself a badass son of a digger. Awesome, dude. Happy birthday.
Good choice. Hey, I remembered, not just now, but when I was looking through stuff for this year, I never did a 50,000. That's the other thing that happened this year. I hit 50,000 subscribers. Yeah. I never did it. I did some test things to make sure I was going to have a way to get like names and all that.
Sure.
But I never did the one. So I'm not that far above it. And I might still be doing it faster than Harley did his 50,000 subscriber one. I remember he had a pretty long run as well. I'm not very good at these, like I'm not good at giveaways. I'm not good at any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just the management of it. I'm not good with calendars. I'm not good. Like this type of thing isn't my forte.
Yeah.
And to try to make it all happen. I want to do it.
Yeah.
And I want to like bless somebody. So we're going to do it. And I'm going to do it. I think we should shoot for my birthday.
Sure.
So instead of me getting something, we'll give something away.
What about
I got to find a way to quickly, in a week, give people enough time to. You're gonna de-headphone. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying to whatever I have them do for the 50,000 to be able to sign up for it. I don't want to do like just if you're subscribed to me. I want it to kind of be an active thing because there's so many people that follow that just subscribe back in the Star Wars days. And I don't want them.
So I haven't been listening.
Yeah. So I don't want to just be like, just because you're subscribed. I want it to be an active viewer type thing. So that's why I wanted to do one extra step where, hey, watch this video. We're doing a giveaway.
Yeah.
Then like go to my site and do this.
Yep.
And so then anybody that's subscribed to anything on my site or done any of the whatever, like a page where you put your name in and whatever. So I need to have a way to contact people, but also get their info to mail. So I think I'll probably have something that they have to fill out that gives me that info. So it won't be this whole run around trying to, all right, now email me. You were the winner. It'll be like, you've already entered the stuff. I've got your info. I can just send it to you. So,
yep. So M-Dub, thank you very much. Happy birthday to both of us. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. What I was going to say is if you're okay with having a race truck in that, it's been used, but I'd be willing to throw this in there if you want to put that in there with whatever you want to do for a giveaway.
You should sell that. Somebody should. That's too good.
I can't. So let's just give it away. So let's give.
You
let's-
should give that to me, and I will give something else to somebody else.
It's been ran, man. It's a legit.
I know, but it's beautiful.
It's a legit race truck. It's been ran. I mean, the bottom is all scuffed, and let's just do it. Let's do it. Let's set a date. If you want to do it on your birthday,
Oh, I lost
If
you.
can you hear me? You got me? Uh-oh, Tony went dark. I still see all three of us.
I'm here.
Okay, there you are. You're choppy. You froze.
Uh-oh.
There you. Oh, you're slowly moving around. You good? Good morning. What's in the box? Super 100 one-handed
again.
says he wants that race truck. Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Oh, that's
Let's-
cooler than anything.
No, legit.
All
I mean, it's been ran, so it's like scratched up and stuff. So, and it's like a bona fide like race cars aren't. Oh, this U4 race cars aren't like super polished. So like,
So maybe we'll do a dual giveaway because I told people I'd give away an LMT.
okay,
So I've got to get an LMT. But I think if we do it where they just have to put in all their info to
Yeah.
get
however you want to do it.
their address, whatever, that way we can just ship it without having to worry about. And I'll cover shipping and all that, but that way I'm not like searching for addresses, whatever. Like just to even enter, you'll have to do your name, email, phone number, and address.
Yeah.
That way, when we pull the names, we'll be able to do the giveaway.
Yep. Cool, man.
Honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to order one and have it shipped
Drop
direct.
shift. Yeah.
Drop ship it.
That's
So I'm
easier
not
way.
paying shipping on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Let's do it. I'll do this one. You do that one.
although
figure
Crawler
out-
Spaces has got a deal for me on that one too.
There you go. There you go.
So, but yeah,
Yeah,
just shipping
let's do
sucks
both.
for these big ones. I found that out. I sold that
Oh, yeah.
steel tuber chassis. Somebody actually commented that they got it and they were saying quite a packing job. I put every kind of packing thing in there.
Dirty
to, like,
socks.
keep the
All
body.
kinds of stuff. Yeah.
No, there was like different foam pieces that I'd cut out of like a foam. For the pull truck, I had those foam pieces in there.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had foam pieces from my other tractor pull that I haven't shown anybody that yet.
Yeah.
I have a tractor, a green
Oh,
pull tractor back there.
really?
Yep. So I have to still get
Nice.
the electronics for it.
Nice.
An ESC and a motor. I think it comes with the servo because they have to buy a specific one for the build.
Mm,
But yeah, anyway. But yeah.
awesome. Well, yeah, let's do that. So speaking of ESC and build, I'll put the stock Sendero in here only because whatever, I don't know what people are going to use it for. I don't know if they're going to use it for crawling or if they're going to use it for if they want to go fast with it. But I'll put the stock Sendero ESC and servo and all that kind of stuff in here. Maybe I'll send it with I'll send it RTR. How about that? I'll send it with the new.
It's still an awesome gift, dude, with all the custom stuff you've done to it.
It's cool. Yeah, it'll be all right. We'll see. I mean, I'm sure people will like it, but I'll
You
put-
know what? You should send it to me first, and I'll like re-weld it. Like, all the spots where there's welds, I'll add some welds,
yeah, why not?
and
Why not? Yeah. Maybe I should take it apart.
Brian
and-
Kochner, Tiny
Right.
Pulling's hopefully coming on New Year's Eve, but I got to get some stuff together. It'll just be some fun pulling, but
Oh,
there'll be
that
more.
Sounds like a blast.
It's coming.
That sounds like a blast.
A day bashing with the King of RC.
Ooh. Yeah,
All right,
buddy.
we just did that, but I didn't talk much during it. It was a snow bash, and the camera was so far down that I couldn't. It's dumb to try and talk when the camera's on the ground level.
I know.
Unless
That was
you
one
got
of the
the mic
things.
plugged in, and I didn't.
That was one of the things I asked for Christmas. Is one of those wireless lav mics. That way I can talk while it's down low. But I think having the
So I
GoPro
have
right here will help.
some cheap ones, but I just got an adapter for my Rode one. So I got the nice Rode ones,
Those are sweet.
but I just got the iPhone adapter, but Safari won't let me use it on here, which is dumb. I thought I was using it last week. It was all connected and it let me choose it, but I did updates on this and now I don't know what's going on. But anyway, all right, I'm going to make some updates to my 3D print file.
Right on.
Do some tests on it. Try and get them out to people that want them here soon. So,
well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a potato cannon, and then I'm going to shoot you right in the baby maker with a soap potato.
You do that. I can't wait till my kids can watch that with me. Anchor, man. That's going to be a day, man. One of my favorites.
I love it. All right, man. Well, hey, Happy
Guys,
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. Stay safe out there. Keep it classy.
Even though
Are you gonna hit
Pablo
the end
never
button?
does. Bye.